Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Berean, and I am bereft, I guess is the proper word. I don't know what's going on at Disney Marvel, and I'm confused. It has been announced that Chris Evans will be returning to Marvel for the new Avengers Doomsday movie. I started out hopeful with the Russo brothers coming back, and then with the Robert Downey Jr. announcement as him playing Doctor Doom, I was like, okay, this is weird. Even like if you go back and watch the clip, I don't know which Russo brother is which. I don't. But one of them definitely looks kind of like, I can't believe we're doing this on stage. He has that look like, yeah, we're doing this. I mean, and with Chris Evans coming back, you got to go, what? Because Anthony Mackie is coming back as Captain America in this movie. So Chris Evans probably won't be playing Rogers. Because, I mean, honestly, in the timeline, Rogers went back in time, stayed with Carter, and lived out his life. And which is great. A good story. But what are we doing here? And to me, the only explanation that makes sense right now is they're going full on into the multiverse setup that they've put in. That it's going to be a clash of multiverses somehow. And what role will he play? Rogers play? I don't know. They did that weird spinoff where he was actually Hydra the whole time. That story arc in the comics, which I'm like, okay, why would you do that? Why would you do that? To make one of the most iconic good guys of all time a bad guy? I didn't like it. I didn't even like the concept. I never read them. I was like, just once I've heard about the concept, I was like, yeah, I don't even want to read that because that's just going to make me mad. And I don't even care how well it's done it is. I just, no. I mean, that's more off-putting than the polite Deadpool. I mean, it's really off-putting. It's just like, what? No. Chris Evans coming back. This says multiple things. It's like, okay, for the Avengers to be successful, we have to keep the old Avengers, and the new Avengers and the Thunderbolts are just there. And by the time we let the new Avengers, which they were kind of gearing up for, with Ironheart and Bucky, well, Bucky's in Thunderbolts, but Ironheart and She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and all that kind of going that way, and Kate Bishop and all that. They're setting up the new Avengers. But at this point, by the time the new Avengers take over, the original Avengers are going to be coming out in wheelchairs, walkers, and attached to IV stands. I mean, come on. Really? I don't know what to think about this. It's just, why would you do this? It's a signal that, to me, this signals what they've done since Phase 4 has been a failure. And the only way to keep Marvel Avengers and the Marvel Cinematic Universe even going requires the original stars in those movies. So they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr., who died. We're bringing back Chris Evans, who, let's face it, is probably dead at this point from living his life from the past. So these men are dead, but now they're coming back. And the only way to do that is with the multiverse clashing with into ours, and it's just another universe clashing with ours. And so it's like they're going all in on this, and we're tired of it. We're tired of the multiverse, just like we got tired of time travel. You know, time travel was done so many times, just over and over and over, and it's kind of like just a trope now. You know, oh, well, I remember having a discussion about this with someone a while back that I was like, I think we're just tired of the multiverse. And someone was like, well, it's kind of a new thing. I'm like, they were doing it in Star Trek, the original series. This isn't a new thing. I go, it's been in front of us in mainstream media for, 60 years now? This is not new, just like time travel isn't new. This is nothing new to science fiction. It's just they put all their eggs in this basket and they're just swinging it around, hoping to see how much they can keep in there. I mean, what is going on? Really, I think I know what's going on. Disney wants to keep Marvel relevant and people coming back, bring people back to it after its disastrous shows. And, but I'm on the camp that I actually liked Loki. I'm in the small minority that liked Loki. I liked WandaVision. I liked Moon Knight. The other ones were terrible. Oh, Miss Marvel, I barely got through. It took me like 4 or 5 months to get through, and not in a row. I mean, like literally. That one was just, it felt like they hired just Disney kids writers to write it. It just felt so weird. Like it didn't fit at all. But okay, fine. We got Miss Marvel. Nothing against the actress or the characters, just like that show was just, And I'm sorry, I don't think Ironheart was going to do well to begin with. We're still going to get it looks like. But, I mean, at this point, does anybody care anymore? I know there's Marvel fans out there. I mean, I've got a huge pin collection. I've got movies. I've got tons of Marvel stuff. I got a Spider-Man body pillow right behind me on the bed. You know, I love Marvel. Pre-Disney. I loved it. My favorite 2 characters, actually, top 3 are all Marvel. 3 of my top 5 are Marvel. Hulk, Nightcrawler, and Deadpool. Top 3. Of course, Batman and Superman are the other 2. Just because it's Batman and Superman. Absolutely, those got to be in the top 5. But I mean, Hulk is my absolute favorite, and just what they did to him was just, I hated Professor Hulk. It just, no. I mean, give us Planet Hulk. Give us the Overseer. Give us those Hulks. You know, if you want to go dark, go that route. Go with the Overseer arc of Hulk World and all that. That's dark and gritty, and that might get some people in. This just feels like they're just, how can we resolve what we've done? Keep doing what we're doing. Why? Why keep doing what you're doing when it's failing? I haven't gone to the movie theater to see a Marvel movie since Doctor Strange 2, and that soured me so much. I almost wrote off Marvel completely. What they did to Doctor Strange was just, he's number 6, by the way. And it's like, why? Why would you do that to my boy? It's just, No, it wasn't a Doctor Strange movie. It was a Scarlet Witch movie, and it wasn't. There's some good scenes in it, but overall, I have not enjoyed anything, with the exception of Werewolf by Midnight. Anything after Doctor Strange 2, even though people tell me to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I haven't watched it. People say that's a good one. Fine. One of these days I will watch it. Probably when it comes free on Hulu or something. Or some Netflix or something. But I'm not working out money for Disney Plus to watch it. But why would they go with all this? The multiverse theory for this story is the only thing that makes sense. It's the only way to make it fit. And it is just pointless. It is beyond controlling what it is. If you stick to our universe and continue to tell the stories, we can do it. I think they're trying to it was really cool when we did it with Spider-Man. Yeah, you brought back established versions that we all know. Chris Evans has only been one other character, and he was Johnny Storm. And I doubt, since they're doing a Fantastic Four rebirth, I guess is the right word, into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he's not coming back as Johnny Storm, even though he was it in Deadpool, which, well, he's dead in that too. So it's like, what are we doing here? Give up on the multiverse theory and multiverse storyline. It's getting too convoluted and too this is that, this is that, this is this, and just you're retaining ultra liberal nerdy fans, losing the majority of your audience. You might bring them in with Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. being in there, but it's never going to be what it was, and it's not because of the characters, it's because of the writing. That's plain and simple. So we'll just have to see what's promoted later and announce what his role will be, but honestly, I don't care. More than the fact out of just curiosity. I still probably won't go see it, but I'm just curious on what insanity they're coming up with. Because I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans did this both for the same exact reason. A check so big they couldn't say no. I bet that's what it is. You know, some people said, oh, I'm out of acting, I'm out of this, I'm not going to do this again, I'm going to do this. And they get that check and they're like, okay, I guess one more time, you know. So, I mean, if we don't see the end of these characters at the end of this film, their death or deportation or some sort of taking them out of play completely, it's just going to be a disaster. And then who's next? Are we going to get Mark Ruffalo and Scarlett Johansson coming back for the next one? Who knows? I mean, at this point, all rules are out the window, and we really don't care. I mean, I just don't care anymore. The characters I love just feel like they're just being abused at this point, just trying to milk out every ounce they can. And Disney, based on your financial statements and other reporting, this is a bad move. Rebooting the universe would have been better. Rebooting it from day one. Starting out, recasting with a different group of Avengers. Something. Switching over to X-Men for a while. Something. But this is just... No. At this point, we need Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good series. Yeah, bring that and then start over. Yeah. This is just... It's maddening and ridiculous is what it is. So... I don't want to think about this anymore. I don't. Oh well. Chris Evans coming back. And I think it's going to be insane. And not in a good way. So, until next time, my friends, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.